We're out of energy and the game is ready. It's tragedy. Where the commanders are spawning and something's happening. I don't know. Anyway, first game in the best of 3 finals between Gregorz and Bob is Cool. MLA versus Legion as well. Going to be a good one to watch on Professor X. This map. So I'm gonna I suppose we can have that on reverse as well. So typically you either spawn opposite or adjacent. I'll have to see which way it happens, which way it turns out. But yeah, common strategy is to get over here to the back and get your expansion sorted. Looks like the players are on the same side of the cross. Of course you can come over this little raised area here. So folks, Marshall here. First game of the best of 3 finals in the SuperCommander Legion 1 vs 1. Bob is Cool up here in MLA in red, going for bots first, following up with a bunch of P-gens. Quite what his second factory is going to be, I don't know. I would imagine maybe air. I think he's thinking, do I want to go for air fabricators? Do I want to go for pelicans, that is the air transports, so that I can ferry some units over the back here? All the same, however, on the south spawn, we have Gregorz, who's fought his way through a bunch of Uber players as he gold himself to get here to the final, using Cookie Cutter almost exclusively. It's paid dividends, it really has. Legion Blue, double bots first, so looks like he's going to be completely neglecting this entire backside here. So if Bob is Cool plays his cards right, he will be able to out-expand Gregorz. The question is, will he play his cards right? Gregorz already putting up the intel early in the game there, getting the spy on all of this area around here, so in case Bob decides to expand, Gregorz should have radar coverage of that, providing he has not stored his power. Lots of mechs in the spawn as well, so you can always pop up some T2 quite early. There's a good, what, 10 mechs in the spawn there. Very, very heavy indeed. Usually a 2 versus 2 map, this one actually. Ah, look at this! Look at this! T2 bot rush. Wow. Bob is Cool is... Will he counter the Cookie Cutter with this? The thing is, Gregorz doesn't even know where Bob is spawned, of course. Neither of these players know where the other has spawned. Wow, Gregorz is rushing T2 as well.
It's almost as if they can hear me speaking, isn't it?
Something is rather suspicious here. Look at this, both of them rushing up T2. What? Can we make sure that neither of them are in the stream, please? But, all the same, so what can we get here? We can get Slammers out for Bob is Cool versus Enforcers. I don't know how Slammers fare against Enforcers, actually. I think Enforcers win versus Slammers. I might be mistaken, but all the same, you also have the Locust opportunity. And our Locust juicy. Legion, of course, is slightly slower on the move. But, yeah. I see a couple of folks in chat talking about Locusts. I might also be tempted to think he'll go Slammers, but we'll have to see. The reason I think he'll go Slammers is because Locusts are likely to get picked up by units that are loitering around the base, certainly the Lancers. I believe Lancers are probably really, really good against Locusts. Slammer's trying to go back into the factory. He did not want to leave his home. Will this one do the same? No, he's wandering around. T2 fab out already, so 3 Slammers on the field, but the T2 factory is already up for Gregorz now as well. Enforcers coming out, no T2 fab as of yet. So he's just rushing up for the expansion there, doing whatever he desires. And again, still no scouting, so neither of these players know where the other is. Oh, I so want the air factory to come out for Bob right now. Yes! There it is! There it is! Bob is going to have the intel advantage, and that is going to be significant in this game, provided Gregorz doesn't get lucky. Oh, never mind. They have started fighting here. That gives them a pretty good idea that that's where their spawns are. All the same, pelicans can be used here. Bob is cool. Getting out of Firefly. Very, very wise choice there. He's going to fly that over to Gregor's base. He's going to see the T2, and he's going to be like, gulp. Because that's not good news for the MLA player. He needs to be expanding like wildfire. Airfabber, there we go. Airfabber for the backside. Oh, what? What is this? T2 air and T2. Where is the expansion? Come on now. I mean, these enforcers are going to meet a good defense here. These slammers moved around. Took out a good bit of expansion there. Really, really nice indeed. Orbweaver caught on its own. Wow. This is looking like a slight advantage here to Bob is cool. Certainly in terms of the expansion, he's got 80 more mechs in the kitty there. T2 air on the way. We'll probably use Kestrels. The thing is, it's going to be slightly redundant because there's not really all that much expansion from Gregorz, and the Kestrels will probably sort of wander around the back here, picking off this mechs in this power field. Without question. Come on, where's your interceptors, Bob? Go and help your slammers on the front lines, sir. They're calling out for air support, sir. Instead, yeah. The planes are coming, the planes are coming. Just a little too late. However, oh! Good Doc's picks of some fabs here. Will he survive the Dauntless? He will. He will get that second fab, and that is going to be an incredible pick. Oh! Will he, though? The reclaim! The reclaim! Is it? Oh! The reclaim. Thing is, though, now Gregor's pushing out into the middle. The fab's gone. Gregor's countering the expansion there. The thing is, the T2 air is up and ready. Is it? Not quite. Oh, second T2 bot factory. What is going on? I mean, I haven't seen a game of PA in a while, so I'm a little out of the loop. But still, is this? We've even got sniper bots in there. I suppose that'll actually be quite good against the slammers, provided you have the intel. Maybe mix in a couple of skitters. But I suppose with the air, that gives you the vision and the intel as you would need for the sniper bots to do their dirty work. This is a really intelligent play by Bob. And there's the Kestrels coming out of the T2 air factory. Two of them, in fact. A second bot. Wow, that commander needs healing. Is he still being reclaimed? Yeah. Oh dear. 32% and decreasing. Bob, you might want to start repairing. We got a T2 combat fab coming up. What will he be doing with this? Just popping turrets everywhere? Popping mines everywhere? What is this in aid of? I am really quite confused right now. We got the Kestrels coming out. Those should... Well, there's an Orbweaver in there. It'll be good to see how the Orbweavers deal with the Kestrels, but wow. Oh, sniper bots. Getting some shots off. Missing. More sniper bots. Getting some shots off. Moving a little too close to comfort there. Need to turn around, get their shot, and then kite a bit more. Whoop. Popped Docs in, well... Peacekeeper in half. There we go. Just arcing slightly too far over. Oh dear. What are this? Sniper bots! Micro! Come on! What are you doing, sir? God, look at all of this mechs that is just unclaimed. Come on. I mean, Gregorz is catching up to Bob a little bit here. He's countered all the stuff that Bob had expanded to in the middle, but the thing is Bob has the T2 in his base completely. And even some T2 expansion there without the T1. Ah, we've got mines. We've got mines. Of course, mines are invisible unless you have the detection units. And in Legion, those are the investigators, combat fabs. I think there's something else as well. I can't remember what it was. I think it's... maybe not. Never mind. But there aren't any investigators in any of this, so he'll walk through a shed ton of mines and lose all of his forces here. The thing is, we need to make sure that Bob doesn't lose his forces in the meantime. Kestrel's coming around the back, though, meeting a Sam, seeing a... Why is there a Thor going up now? Did he see that? Did he... Let's have a look back, because that's quite crucial. I think he did. I think he saw that. Let's see these Kestrels wander in. We're going back in time a little bit here. Does he see the Thor going up? Because if he does not... Oh, he does. Okay. So he does see it. Moving back into full view now, we see the bots moving over into the minefield. Oh dear. Oh dear. Gregorz realising and pulling them back just in the nick of time. Very, very nicely done there indeed. Okay, sniper bots and slammers still pushing out here on the front. They just need to focus down the enforcers and then the slammers will do the dirty work. That's what he needs. He needs better micro of these sniper bots. And sniper bots are devils in 2v2s, I can tell you. Oh dear, too close to comfort for those enforcers. Ah, Kestrel's coming in a little too late, but they will mop up those bot fabs. No questions asked. Thor up 2. Wow, 28% there, rushing up indeed. And there's a pesky Scythe getting a good bit of intel there. I wonder if he saw how weak the comm was. And the thing is, there's not a huge amount of AA in this base. If Gregorz is able somehow to sneak up a bunch of bombers... Oh, 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 finally! Finally we have some backside expansion to the planet's derriere, as it were. Gregorz could have a very good opportunity here to really catch up with the eco game if that goes unnoticed by Bob. Question is, will it? Will it go unnoticed? Kestrel's coming in for another pass. Smelling the air. Sensing the wind. Quite how will they do here though? Pulling in a little bit of damage onto the T2 mechs. This could be a good raid here. There's not a huge amount of AA. The Orb Weavers come in. Scythes as well. Kestrels need to back up a little bit there. Just slightly out of range. So they have free reign over all of that T2. That is a wonderful raid there. That's a good... What is it? 20... 60 odd mechs. 60 plus mechs, in fact. As the T1 is worth what? The T2 is 19, T1 is 8. So yeah, 27. 27 mechs times 3. Eek. 81. Wonderful. Thing is though, he's expanding to all of this backside here, and of course the Legion have one additional metal yield for their T1. So it's actually better for them to spam up the T1 all over the place. Hornets coming in now. If they can find that comm and deal a bit of damage to it. The thing is, they have this little archer here, which is really a nuisance for this T2 because it just focuses down the air nastily. Thing is though, Bob enticing all of this army back with this air. Not great micro on Gregorz's part here because you got all the Orb Weavers with the rest of the army that's not doing a huge amount back there. Not now defending the front of the base. And this is where it all falls apart now for Gregorz. Because he's not going to have the Titan done in time. It's only 80% complete. It's got a good way to go yet. That's something to note, Legion folks. It looks like it's complete. The little wipe thingy finished far, far too early. Far, far, far too early for some reason. Quite why, I don't know. But wow, the Legion defense is on point yet again. The T2 air, we need some more Hornets to just focus down that comm, and it'll be all over. It's just not getting close enough. Come on, have a scout. There's some... There's an Osprey, an empty Osprey. No fabbers in that wagon. Wow, if that Thor gets completed, that's actually going to be quite a threat, because the air will have a big problem dealing with the fact that there will be a bunch of orb weavers around this Thor. A few enforcers, I think, popped into a couple of ospreys. Could he be planning an enforcer drop on a very, very weak commander? 26% on that commander now. Could be planning it. Down goes the rest of the air, with the orb weavers just so powerful against the air, though. Getting round the back. More hornets trying their best to just pick away. The thing is, the orb weavers are just there with their range, just countering the T2 air completely. There's no way that T2 is getting into the base. No way. There's still the orb weaver there. Oh, here it comes. Will these be picked off in time? Will these be picked off in time? There's enough around the base, though, to deal with it, but still. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I think they're going to try and find the comm. In come a couple of ospreys. Wow, there we go. Probably wouldn't have done all that much damage had it landed, but the Thor is almost complete. In fact, the Thor will be. There we go. Titan ready. And the army vaporizes. Good. Done. Sorted. Bob, why are you not walking all over this game? You have 10 times as much eco almost. Why are you not spamming the factories right now? Why have we still not got huge amounts of units? Why have we got hundreds of metal being floated? Why have we got thousands of power being floated? Sort yourself out, Bob. Sort it out. I mean, at least Bob has gone around and raided the backside there. But this Thor could be... I mean, we need the sniper bots to really do their job here. Oh, but if the Thor walks through these mines, eek. That commander also needs to leg it just a little bit. He does not want to be in the way of the Thor. Now, Bob here might have an opportunity because all of these units now are going to assist this Thor. Not a huge amount left to defend the base. And I think he sees that with this air. So he might be waiting with this army. He might decide either to pull back and defend, which looks like he's going to do, or to say, okay, I'm going to be ballsy. I'm going to push into your base while it's empty. And that might have been a better play. We'll have to see how it turns out for him, because these orb weavers are just dealing so much damage to the air. But the hornets, though, look at how much damage they're doing to that Thor. The kestrels just can't get in close enough. The hornets can just pick and kite and pick and kite. The thing is, you just need the energy to be able to have the intel there. Oh, coming into range of the orb weavers. Not great. Oh my goodness, he can see the mines. This. Oh dear. Oh dear, come back and defend, Bob. Bob, come back and defend, please. Bob. Bob. I still got the chronocam open. Bob. Sniper bots dealing damage there. Nice. Oh wow. But they're gone. Oh dear. Oh, the thing is though, there's nothing left to detect the mines, but the Thor is still rampaging through. Where's the air? Where's the air? Where is the air? The commander hightailing it to the end of the base. Goodness me, the Thor. MVP here. Bob just failed to spend his eco the whole game and is now paying for it in most spectacular fashion. Nothing is coming off the air pads. It's just refusing. The commander running for the hills. Look at this. I mean, when this Thor goes down, there's going to be a handsome amount of metal in the base to defend. But he hasn't found the comm, and he won't do. Down will go the Thor. Oh. Maybe not, though. The Thor's down, and that was the ballsy play that I was talking about, pushing into the base while it was empty. Come on, Bob. You have the opportunity now. There's nothing left to defend. The GG is called by Gregorz. Goodness me. The ballsy play had it. Wow. That was good. That was a good game. That was thoroughly worth every GG you can throw at it. Ha! Wow, Bob was living on the edge with that. With those bots. Wow. Wowee indeed. Back to the brackets there. Going into the second round of this best of 3, we've got the island. Oh. So, round 2 in the best of 3. Marshall here, game's spawning. Players are spawning. Oh, blimey, it's a small one. It's a close quarters one. It's a Legion versus MLA. Can Gregorz pull it back? I think, given the map size, he might have the opportunity to do just that. Gregorz in red, South Pole. Legion going vehicles first. Ho, ho, ho. Oh. That's a different way of going about it, certainly. Vehicles first, moving into idle comm. Come on, Gregorz. Oh, he's assisting out. A combat fab first. You're gonna be floating, mate. Don't reclaim your comm, because you will be floating. Oh dear. Unless he can spend all of that, that's not going to be the best of ways about to do it. There we go. So, North Pole, Bob is cool, already with a win under his belt. MLA. In white, North Spawn. Double bots. Combat fab. Yeah, second. Ha! Well, vehicles first from Legion would suggest potentially aggressive maul play. Although it doesn't seem to be happening. We've certainly got Shanks, so we're not looking at amphibious play. I mean, mauls are amphibious, of course, but Shanks to deal the damage. Decided not to go for bots, unless that was just a misclick there. Going for air second. Coming in with the comm, getting the P-gens sorted. There we go, there's the bots coming up. Huh. What do you guys think of the water mod I have, by the way? Do you think this water looks better than the default, or do you think the default looks better than this water? Anyway, Scout coming out for Bob. A Firefly there. Be able to see what's going on. Let's have a look at what it actually does see here for Bob. He sees the vehicles, he sees the bots, he sees the air, he sees the storage, he sees the T2 air. Oh, that was a very lucky, very, very lucky spy there. For Bob is cool. So he realises, never mind, he's got his own T2 air. It doesn't matter. He's sorted it himself. He doesn't need no T2 bots or vehicles. Pfft, that's old news. Who goes T2 land anymore? The T2 air though, the Kestrels will be able to pick up the expanding dudes. Because he hasn't gone so heavy on bots, there's going to be no air support for these expanding fabs. That is actually going to be very, very painful if Bob can get to these fabs. Ooh, this is looking a little dodgy for Gregorz all of a sudden. Simply by the fact of a lack of air support. We've even got the stop command on that bomber, exploiting that. Oh dear. Down goes a fab, good pick off there. Not allowing that defense to go up. Excuse me, Kestrel's coming out. Will he just go straight for the all-out bomber snipe? Kestrel snipe? Oh, he may as well. Ooh, this isn't looking good. It's not looking good at all. But if Gregorz can get up the air support, then he can negate the effect of this T2. That's the thing. Can he do that? I mean, he's got a bunch of scythes. Thing is, the Kestrels are already in his base, and he's not got a huge amount to be able to do about it. He's still trying to get up that T2 air. And he's too busy building land defences. He's seen the Kestrels now, so he should probably just hold fire on those ground-based defences and go all-out air. Oh wow, very, very nice pickups there from the scythes. Taking down those Kestrels there. Very, very nice indeed for Legion. A few sneaky air fabs getting some expansions all around the place. It's of course good. Size returning. T2F finally ready. The Meteor's coming out. Is that wise? I don't know. I mean... I don't know how Meteors do against air. I don't. I haven't seen them often enough, so I can't call how well they're going to do in this situation. Based on the fact that Bob isn't going heavy anti-air, he might actually get some very good trades here, will Gregorz. Yes, just what will these Kestrels be able to do on this pass? Will they be able to take out some of these ground attacks? Because the thing is, once Gregorz gets his ground attacks up to speed, with Bob only having gone air so far, I mean, he is choosing to his bots, but if he gets in there before anything significant happens... Ooh, that looked a bit painful. Ooh, very nice. Taking down the air fab there. Take down the mechs. But as I was saying, yeah, if he can get up his momentum on the ground, it could work out well for him. A few bots coming out now for Bob, however. This could spell potential disaster for Gregorz. Looking at it, I think Bob certainly has the advantage here with the raiding, with these docks. And with the T2 bots almost finished and no other T2 ready for Gregorz, I think this game is going certainly very, very far in Bob's direction right now. Gregorz just hasn't been able to get up the air. He was late to the T2 air and he's going for Meteors rather than whatever the equivalent of the Phoenix is called. It escapes me. Is it the Firebird, I think? It's not looking great. The eco game is very much in Bob's court. The unit numbers game just a bit in Bob's court. But Gregorz has one factory advantage. The T2 bot's now up for Bob. Could we see the Locust play here, or will we see Slammers? I almost think Locusts might be a good one to go for. I want to see some nomming. I want to see some nomming. Don't you want to see some nomming? Put nom in chat if you want to see some nomming. Because I most certainly do. This is the thing with these Kestrels. They're just so omnipresent now because of that move ability and the lack of air support, ground to air, that the vehicles of Legion have. I would almost expect, if you're going to go vehicles against someone who has T2 air, you just have to pump out Patriots. Pump them out. And that is where Gregorz has ultimately failed in this game. He just has not got the right unit combination at all here. Not by a mile. And that is very unfortunate for all those Gregorz supporters in the stream right now. Is that repairing? Yeah, that's repair. What? Yeah, he's repairing that. Oh, we have some Lockheeds. Lockheed gunships. If he can get enough in on that commander for a quick snipe. The thing is, he's sending one out at a time. Gregorz, what are you doing? You know he has air superiority. Why are you sending two sides and a Lockheed? You're wasting metal at this point. What is this? Gregorz, come on! You're better than this. Oh dear. Well, I think this game goes to Gregorz. Not Gregorz, sorry, Bob. It's just a matter of time, really. Gregorz has got zero d'expansion. Bob is everywhere. You even got locusts. Yes, we've got locusts. I'm very, very happy indeed that we have locusts. More Lockheeds coming in, just desperately trying to get a few pot shots on that commander. If they get to that comm while there's no air in that base, that's it. Gregorz GG'd. There's nothing he could have done there. We didn't even get to see the noms. Gregorz just knew, but it was all over. So close. I don't think so. I do not think so. All the same, well played. Bob is cool wins this tourney. SuperCommander Legion 3.